Hey, yo, what's poppin', man? It is the King Hitman here, and as you can see, first things first, this seems like a normal rotation, right? Support memory active, standard things going on, fighting red zone, first form cell, future soccer team, of course, but there's a weird couple of shenanigans in this video. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. This is pre-recorded, and as you can see, if you look at Gohan's super attack statistic, something's a little off. There's a little something extra in there. That's not normal for us to see, and it looks so perfectly placed, right? You would think Dokkan gave me the update or something like that. You would think I got the keys to Akatsuki HQ, but nah, not quite. I got my man Greg Dawe, man. That's even better. All right, so let me explain what's going on. If you have no idea how this is going on, I have this pre-recorded footage. Greg Dawe has edited it. I want you to check out his channel. Of course, his channel will be linked. I'm sure he'll be in the comments. We appreciate him so much because this is it's such a basic premise that Akatsuki's never implemented, and it's frustrating to know. So to see it implemented, and it looks very good. Like, it's not, off-putting or anything like that. That's exactly how it needs to be done once it's in the game. Like I said, I recorded this footage. I was a little excited because Gohan had dodged, and I was worried I was going to get exposed in that slot 1, but we made it through. We made it through. Now, when we look at all of this, a lot of this is going to be based around, well, all of this is based around future Gohan, and the other characters don't matter to me in these situations. You guys know I get frustrated with the Blues, so I could care less about their defense. I do need them to dodge in this situation. I'm going to try to explain each rotation to you guys without talking you down, but y'all know I talk a lot. All right, so we have my 55%, my double nickel future Gohan. You see his links on the right side. However, on this rotation, the overlay is perfect. I sent the footage over to Greg, and he edited it so that the overlay even shows which Gohan is which. Right now, the Rainbow Friend is attacking. He does have a full level 20 dodge. I love to see it because that's the only concern you could have with future Gohan on most turns is him getting hit before he attacks. But he does want to be in slot 1. It's just to a certain degree, right? To a certain degree. He is link level 10. Now, I hate that they did this, but they did it, all right? He doesn't have Cold Judgment. They traded out Golden Warrior and took away Cold Judgment. I know why they did that. They did that out of fear, right? Like, it is what it is. But yeah, it hurts me to think about it. So on these certain rotations, remember, Time Travelers, that support memory was active the first 2 turns of the fight. It is no longer active. Gohan's purely showing out right now. This is my 55%er. I just want to show, you see his defensive numbers on the screen. I think that I can't get over, we've been wanting this for like, what, 6, 7, almost 8 years? I don't know why it's so bizarre. They refuse to show the numbers. But these are the rotations that matter the most because the domain is giving his active skill is giving defense, his defense is giving us extra healing upon those STR orbs. Of course, he's lost his mitigation, so he's more reliant on pure defense. You see the exact numbers on screen. I had certain turns. This is on me. This is any turn where you guys are worried about, like, hey, he didn't show his defense. That's completely on me. I'm not talking about Greg's editing. He did all the math. It's crazy. I don't know how he has learned to do the math so quickly too. You guys should see how he'll sit down and calc the numbers out, and next thing you know, I get this beautiful footage back. He's better at editing. It would have taken me like 3 weeks to get this done. I don't know how he did this, all right, but he did it very quickly. I want to showcase Gohan's extraordinary defensive levels because we talk about his mitigation, right? We talk about, let's say, say the STR, or not STR, yeah, the STR 8-year, GT Goku and Vegeta. We talk about their level of mitigation. We never get to see what their actual defense is. We got to get the calculator out. We got to figure it out. We got to do numbers. We got to do formulas and calculations and different phase buffs and things like that. He has this all right here. You see 420k defense. Simple, straight to the point. It's like, it could be this easy for Akatsuki, and they refuse to give us that ability. I don't know what it is. I could only imagine the numbers Majunior. Oh my gosh, Greg, you might have to do a Majunior showcase. I could only imagine the numbers that a unit like Majunior can get on turns like this. Oh my gosh. He gets hit, and then he gets his super attack buffs. Those turns, he'd be at like 2.2, 2.5, 2.7 million defense, depending on how many super attacks he did. He's crazy. But yeah, you see we have Into Future Gohan for support. I'm trying to make it so that I can talk you guys through this, and you know, like I said, I'm a chatterbox, right? So I want to talk you guys through this showcase, but also allow you guys to just see the numbers on screen. I don't want to say every single number. You guys understand what you're looking at, right? You guys got it now. So once again, thank you to the homie. I think with Future Gohan, because he doesn't have Cold Judgment, because he doesn't have, you know, the type of links that would give you the extra defense that you want. None of his links give defense. That was one of the things I was telling Greg. I wanted to finish link leveling him, but at the same time, I did that more for me. Like, I like the aesthetic, and I got OCD. I got a little bit of OCD. So I just wanted to see him at link level 10s, but I was thinking, I'm like, bro, it's literally pointless to have him link level 10s. Like, it doesn't make sense to have him link level 10. It doesn't give him extra defense, so it doesn't affect the showcase almost at all. It doesn't do anything besides make us hit harder, have certain crit abilities, things like that. So it's not the biggest deal in the world, but you see his defense is getting incredibly high. He's doing a lot, man. Gohan is so good, bro. He's such a phenomenal unit. I do think he is the best unit in the game. I'm not in an argumentative state about it. Like, I'm not, you know, foot in the ground. I won't hear out anything. If you say Bulma, I get it. I wouldn't say Zamasu. I wouldn't say Full Power Goku. I wouldn't say Orange Piccolo. The 8-year LR, I wouldn't like be, you know, whoa, that's crazy. But it is what it is. Like, I can understand the idea. I do value them very highly. They're all in that tier, right? That first or second tier of the game. It's incredible how all of these guys are, and they're so well crafted, except these guys right here. We don't talk about how these guys are crafted, though. I don't like these guys too much. But yes, Future Gohan, once he gets his active up, once he gets his domain up, and he's, like I said, more reliant on pure stats, you see on screen for the first time in forever, like literally ever, how dominant his defense is. I mean, this is such a crazy thing to look at. And one really important factor for all of this is, if you go from the premise of like a unit, like I said, a unit like Majunior, you have to know, even with type disadvantage, super versus extreme class damage, things like that, with and without support, all of these factors are going to matter and drastically change whatever statistical output the unit is going to have. Future Gohan, you know, at some level, you're only worried about his mitigation the first couple of turns of the fight. But like, it's weird that a lot of units do depend on pure defense. It's not as prominent anymore, right? Nowadays, you know, it's not okay to have only pure defense unless you're at 2 million defense post super attack. Not literally, but you get what I'm saying. Look at this whole rotation. This whole rotation has mitigation out the wazoo, bro. It's crazy. So yeah, with Gohan, I think raw defense was the way to go with him. I do want to give mine a gold equip with defense on it, which was what I was trying to say earlier when I was referencing his links. And by the way, his active skill. We love his active skill, right? Stop acting like a pampered baby. Anyway, if I had the dupes, I would give him raw defense. I think it's important to give him that. You see how high the rainbow one is getting, not just because he's rainbowed, but because of all the multiplicative buffs, the active skill buff he's getting right here, all of it. I wish Cell had more health. I was so mad because I wanted to make sure I didn't overdo it, right? I wasn't trying to give Greg, I was like, yo, I'm not trying to get a homie like 15, 18 different turns to do like I do on some of these showcases when I just keep talking and going. I wanted to make sure I could cut it up so that Gohan was the focus, and also it would make it so that he didn't have too much to do. I was not about to ask, like, it was a favor. I'm not about to ask him for anything. Even it's like it's inconsiderate to do regardless, but I was like, even when it's me, man, it takes me forever to edit those videos, so I wasn't going to put that on his plate. But that's the recording right there. That's all I got for y'all. So it is the Young King Hitman. I hope you guys enjoyed this defensive showcase. I got to thank him 1,000 times, man. Thank you, Greg Dawe. He will be linked. This is all I got. All right, like I said, I'm not the talent of this video. All right, I'm just talking y'all through the showcase, so I'll end it right there. Young Hitman is off this.